Had to smell good as fuck for men. Point one was the thing that really made the difference for me. But before we get into that, when I was younger, my biggest struggle I had was how I smelled. It wasn't even as though I naturally stunk. It was just the things I was doing that I wasn't aware about that made me have a smell that I just didn't like. Now, when I was younger, my biggest problems were 1, showering, 2, the colognes I was putting on, 3 was the deodorant I was using, and 4 was my clothes and bed sheets. Now, getting into 1, showering. When I was younger, I used to take really hot showers. Made it so that my skin was very dry when I got out of the shower. Now, what I do now is I'll take a warm shower, and right after I shower, I'll put lotion on. Now, keep in mind, I am black. Maybe if you're white, maybe you don't have to put lotion on as much, but especially for us black men, putting lotion on after we shower, just in general, is crucial. That was something I missed out on. Also in the shower, what really made a big difference for me from smelling and not smelling was using those black silicone scrubbers. So instead of using the washcloths or the loofahs, I used the silicone scrubber. And for some reason, that just does really well for me. Like, after using that, I realized I would go a lot of the day just without stinking. That was actually a crazy difference. It was just one difference. Now, also, when I was younger, I had dandruff. And so, I used to never wash my hair, and I would always put oil on so it would build up over time. But when I started noticing that I wanted to change, I saw these anti-dandruff products online, so I got one with a lot of reviews, tried it out, but it still didn't work, which is interesting. That was because my routine was all messed up, but also I was just trying to do too much. So now I don't have any dandruff anymore. And so the only difference I actually made, I stopped using the anti-dandruff thing. And now all I do is I'll wash my hair, just with water whenever I'm sweaty. So I play sports, I like to run, be active. So I'm sweaty almost every day. So instead of letting the sweat build up and dry my hair, I just wash it with water in the shower. Then afterwards, I'll put some oil on. And then once or twice a week, I'll actually use shampoo and conditioner. And then again, after I shower, dry off, I'll put the oil on again. That's it. And sometimes I sleep with the bonnet, sometimes I don't, but I don't really see a difference with the dandruff. It's just it'll help to keep my pillow from being oily if I just put on oil on my hair before I go to sleep. And then that'll also cause me to have less acne because I'm not rolling around with oil on my face because it's touching the pillow. So that's really the only reason I wear a bonnet right now. Step 2 is the colognes I was putting on. So I was wearing cheap colognes, which isn't bad. It's just that I didn't know how or when to apply them. So basically, I wouldn't shower, and then I would spray cologne on thinking it would mask the scent, but as you know, it just makes it worse. So showering was a big one for me, and then cologne. So right now, I actually don't wear cologne at all. I just shower, pull it, and then I put on cocoa butter, so a nice smelling lotion, and then I'm good. Now, some people compliment the cocoa butter smell, but it's not like it stands out a lot. So actually, just yesterday, I made a video about it, but I just bought my first cologne in a minute. Now I was saving up money for, not really saving up money, but when I make enough and I'm making enough from this and other things, then, or really just from this, then I'll buy the colognes I really want, like Initio Side Effect. It's like $600. So right now I bought one from H&M that smells really good. It's like a cocoa butter, not a cocoa butter, but like a vanilla scent. But it has woody notes, I think, but it smells really good. So I was smelling it yesterday and I got that. And so what I do is after I shower, after I'm clean, only when I'm clean, I'll put cologne on. So I'll put one spray here, one spray here, one spray on my neck, one spray on my shirt, And for the inside shirt one, it's just so like it comes out when somebody's close. But I'm still figuring it out. I hear people do here. I used to do that. It's like when you're going in for a hug, people smell it. But to be honest, I don't hug a lot of people. Not yet, at least. Now for step 3, the deodorant I was using. So I sweat a lot, playing a lot of sports. And so I never found a deodorant that actually worked for me. I tried the antiperspirant degree. I tried regular deodorant. I even tried clinical strength deodorant. This one from Amazon. That's supposed to work, but because of the material, I think it was the zinc in it, I was having reactions. So like I put it on and it would sting. And I was like, I don't think I'm supposed to be hurting from deodorant. So I stopped using that. So I wasn't using deodorant for a bit because I couldn't figure out what would actually stop me from stinking and then also stop the sweat, because that was a big problem for me too. I was sweating a lot. Now, little side note, I started trimming down the hair on my armpits, which is nice because first I don't have a lot of hair there now. Then also the sweat will stick to the hair and make it stink more. So then if there's less hair, there's less bacteria that can stick to the hair. So that helps as well. But then when I found this deodorant, this clinical protection one, amazing. I just found it randomly at Target and I just tried it out. It's been good. It smelled good all the time. Now, I will say, sometimes I still sweat with it, but I never stink with it. Then even if there is a smell from the deodorant, it smells good. It's not musty. Now, 4, for the clothes and sheets. Now, for clothes, since I was sweating a lot, I didn't have a good deodorant. Basically, the sweat would smell. That would get on my clothes, and I was wearing tight clothes, so it would stick to the clothes. And so that's all right if it's just one day. But then I would do that the next day. Even though I would wash it, because I didn't fix the problem, the main problem of me stinking, it would still smell bad. Which is actually crazy because like some of my clothes, I would have like white deodorant stains from, of course, my deodorant. It was just not a good mix. And so actually to fix that, I didn't wash the clothes more. I didn't try and spray them with cologne. I just donated those clothes. Like that simply. I would rather have less clothes and all of them smell good than have a lot of clothes. Some smell good, some still stink. Like not. And that's also like getting rid of that identity of stinking, because like now none of my clothes smell like that. Now also for the bed sheets, so I would wash them like once every 2 weeks, but like I said, sometimes I wouldn't shower. Like even when I would come back from training or the gym, I wouldn't shower. Like that's disgusting. So my sheets and all that stuff would have sweat residue on them. Then I keep sleeping in it for like 2 weeks. So I shower every time I get back from the gym training. Make sure I'm clean before I go to bed. Then I wash my sheets at least once a week. Sometimes I sweat during my sleep, and then I'll probably wash my sheets right after that. But yeah, I make sure that my sheets are never sweaty or stinky. And then last tip, I groom once a week, so that consists of me shampooing and conditioning my hair, cutting my nails, and filing them down. I haven't actually filed them recently, but like making sure I do that once a week so they just look presentable and there's no dirt under my nails. I'll make sure I trim during this time, so the armpits down there, clean this up a bit, sideburns as well. And then cutting toenails as well. I think that's it, yeah. Oh, cleaning ears. Clean ears. I don't trim my nose hair a bit and then make sure I don't have a unibrow, so trimming that up and my eyebrows. And then that's it. So that's the last tip. Try those out if you don't like the way how you smell.